Hello, it's Annabelle Beckwith here, trainer, facilitator and coach, just with a little bit of food for thought. One of the biggest blockers to implementing change in any organisation is leaders somehow thinking that everybody else needs to change and they don't. Now, I honestly believe that this isn't done with deliberate intent, and yet it seems to happen. And it happens in organisations of every imaginable size. There might, for example, be the global organisation that is preaching a message of diversity and inclusion whilst its board is still a bunch of middle-aged white men, as if they're the only people who can run a company in the 21st century. It might be a growing organisation where the owner-entrepreneur is saying, right, I've been pushing people for this long, now I want them to be proactive and move forward and behave in a different way. They're not going to do that because they're used to being pushed by you as a leader, by the way. So unless you change, other people aren't going to change either. Or it might be an organisation where they are wanting to introduce more of a coaching culture, but when you look at the senior team, their immediate response to coaching is, "Well, I don't actually have time to coach." Well, if you don't, nor is anybody else. And there's the thing, nobody sets out deliberately to scupper their own efforts, to sabotage their own efforts at change within their organisation. And leaders aren't daft. They know the procedures, they know the models, the theories, they know what's supposed to happen, but change is difficult. Whatever is going on in our heads is quite often holding us back. Change is difficult, and it's even more challenging for leaders because the stakes are higher. They're in the spotlight. Everyone is looking at them. But what I would say is, don't ignore this fact that at some point, if you, and it doesn't matter what the size of your organisation is, if you are wanting to bring about a change, you must have the courage to role model that change, because at the end of the day, people will copy what you do before they copy and abide by what you say. And the behaviours that you role model, the change or otherwise that you role model, that is what is going to become embedded in your organisation. So that was just it, food for thought for today. As a leader wanting change and growth within your organisation, are you first prepared to look at change and growth within yourself and your senior leadership team before expecting it of others in your organisation? That's all from me today. See you again another time.